All right, guys, it is Friday, and he is Greg.
What's up?
We are here, last day of the week. Um, really, it was a long week, man. It really was. I well,
Yeah,
but I mean,
it was fun though.
it was. I mean, 2 day and what? So we got Wednesday midday.
Yeah.
We got Wonder Woman, and we finished sorting around what, probably 1 o'clock today, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
And started packing today too. So I fulfilled that I fulfilled that goal of mine.
Well.
So
All right. Well, I mean, I'd call it a success. We should have everything shipped out by the end of the week, next week.
yeah.
We have some
Lots
friends.
of orders in this. But
Yeah, we had all hands on deck on this one. Even some hands we didn't know we had.
yeah.
Um, coming in helping out. I think at the most we had about 8 people in here at one time. You know, you, me, Brian Weeks,
Tracy,
Tracy Weeks,
your brother.
my brother, Carrie Pommel. Who else? AJ was in here.
AJ, Anthony.
Who else came in? Ed Oakley.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we have Brian Camilli coming in.
Solid Snake.
Yes, sir. He'll be giving us a hand on some things.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. I want to. So you want to go ahead and I guess you want to go ahead and start and show what you ended up with for the week.
Yeah.
Your week in comics, I guess.
This isn't everything. This is just one thing. Got Batman because I get Batman all the time, and those sweet, awesome Power Rangers foil covers. But so Dynamite does these. I'm trying to think of a nice way to put all this. I love Dynamite. Great company. Way too many variants though. So they do the preview variants for like the upcoming covers for the next issue, and so they did that for Derek Chews, who's going to have cover B on number 2 for Red Sonja Age Chaos. So of course issue 1 had a preview of issue 2. So this is the 1:11 ratio variant here, the version of that. There we go. And it's a beautiful cover. There's also 1:10 that has the trade dress up top here, and a 120 that's a monochromatic, like a red tint, with the trade dress. And I didn't get those because of the trade dress. I like the version looks awesome, and
Yeah.
I mean, before I started this job, I didn't own any like Red Sonja or Vampirella. It's just not in my wheelhouse, and by the end of this, I'm probably gonna have like a short box full of that stuff. So
Yeah, I've got a few myself. I'd never. I'd owned like some of the old Harris stuff at one point or another, and ended up selling it. But it's not really something that I normally collect. Now, again, since this job, I have we have Vampirella 1 and 2.
yeah,
Vampirella
the foils,
4.
and then the 4, 6, and then the ratios. Like so, one had preview. Well, we got like 6 different copies of number 1.
Yeah,
for the covers. So it's
I've got a lot of it. Now, as far as I go, I only got one thing this week, and it's not even something new. I took advantage of the diamond.
One of the cells, I think it's
Yeah.
Dark Horse.
Yeah, and the only reason I did, let's hope nothing falls down. Come here, you.
My way.
So, Street Fighter hardcover. For those of you that do not know, Stanley did
Towards
a
the
lot
middle of the book.
of the.
You'll be on the left page of them.
He did a lot of the promo art for some of this stuff. He did Street Fighter 3. He did, I think some for Street Fighter 2, maybe some of the Street.
Street Fighter 2 is like 90s.
I mean, he's been doing this for
they use like a Street Fighter 5.
Yes,
in there.
He did. I know he did some 3 because I see it's on his page. I'm looking for.
Definitely further back than that.
Oh, it's further back.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, there it is.
Yeah. Right to it. Okay, so that there, Art Germ did. the art there. I don't
Get
know if
that
it's anywhere else in the
closer on
book
that.
or if he has anything.
No, that is the only thing.
Okay, well, Street
Yeah.
Fighter 3. Yeah, I knew he did a lot of it. So what Street Fighter are they on now?
I don't know. I stopped.
97?
I'm more of a Tekken guy myself. Or if I was going to play a fighting game, it would be Tekken.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm more of an Injustice kind of guy.
It's a good game.
So, Mortal Kombat as well. I used to wreck some Mortal Kombat, or used to wreck me rather. Now, still remember the blood code. ABACABB.
I never cheated like that, man.
It's the blood code. It's not
No.
a cheat. It just shows blood when you hit somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, it made it so it wasn't kid friendly anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's one non-kid friendly code I used to believe in that worked. It didn't, but there was a Tomb Raider code. I'll leave it at that. You can Google that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Never worked. I was like, damn it.
Yeah. That we tried that one too a bunch of times. My brother and I. Yeah. No such luck.
This isn't necessarily new either, but and I already had one of the pieces, but I got to complete this week. I got the Goku in, but so super excited about this. I had it in front of me all day while I was working, just staring at it. It was my motivation, and then I dreamed about it during my 20-minute nap. It was a good nap.
Oh, this is the other thing I got. You got one.
Oh yeah, let's show that.
So I got this in today from CBC. This is something that was really cool. We knew about the secret variant long before everybody else did because we work here.
It was no secret to us.
No. And honestly, I thought this was the actual cover. I didn't think this was the secret variant.
Yeah.
I thought the way this was actually going to be the cover.
Yeah.
And we about posted it to the website as actually we did, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we may have.
Yeah, and I pulled it and fixed it. This right here, the Amazing Mary Jane secret variant, where Art Germs, that's his handwriting there. Wrote that on the cover, 9.8. Sexy stuff right there. Yeah, man. So, yeah.
I got something yellow to show off too. Got this beautiful Golden Age Wonder Woman right here. We're not supposed to be self-promoting, but it's awesome.
Hey, look, I got one too.
And just to show up the last one real fast, the Pure Art cover. So yeah. So this is what we've been working with all week here.
Oh, hey, look, I got one.
Yes, one too. Look at that.
Look,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it kind of. I don't know.
We're like opposite sides of the room too, so I did not just hand that to him.
No, it's like he's like a whole 40 feet away. High five. 40 feet high five. Good job.
All right. Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I think that would work better if well, okay, never mind. You can't see it in yours. Because if you turn yours just slightly, you can still see the shelf. I can see the shadow up there.
I want to show off that awesome detective cover there.
Yeah.
So I have 2 bits of news that I found interesting from the past 24 hours.
What you got?
So you remember the Jen Bartel Adidas shoes she did for Captain Marvel and then Thanos set?
Yes.
She's doing Pumas now for the Birds of Prey movie.
Oh.
So, I mean, I'm not gonna buy those. They're lady shoes, obviously, but it's cool that she's doing that. It's cool that we're seeing that venture into shoes and stuff like that from the.
And that's something I've noticed a lot as well. There's a lot of artists, like not so much the bigger artists, but a lot of artists in general. Like Marco,
yeah,
he was doing shoes for a little while. He still owes you a pair of Dragon Ball shoes.
He does.
Marco, what's up, dude?
I need convention shoes. Convention shoes. I gotta send them the shoes actually first.
Oh, okay, never.
Still my fault.
Not bad, Marco.
No, Marco, it's still your fault. You didn't remind me to send the shoes.
Let's see. I didn't do much new stuff today. Mine was or yesterday or the day before. I've mostly been focusing on doing stuff.
Yeah, you're getting the RGerm videos out, so you're releasing those 4 parts?
Yes. Now the one that I posted up earlier, I've actually got to go in and I've got to rework that because it's atrocious. I'm learning how to use this software, and it is beating my ass. I feel like a kid.
Well, today's the first day you opened it, so I mean,
I got my ass whooped for a day.
it's
one more day than I'd like to have.
If you would have gone in and been an expert on your first try, like I would have started a religion after you, maybe.
Started a what?
Religion after you?
There are third world countries that worship my beard.
So the Book of Cory.
In hopes that I make the crops plentiful that year.
Other than that, though, so DC released all the Robin covers for the 80th anniversary yesterday.
They are amazing.
And so our boy Derek Chu, awesome 2000s covers of Stephanie Brown, a little Batman up there behind her in the corner. It's a beautiful image. The Tedesco 50s was pretty nice, and then the Jim Chung 90s is my favorite outside of the Derek one.
The one that I found confusing, still good art. I'm not going to say it's bad art because it is. I love this artist. I've been a fan for some time because I am a very big fan of negative space.
Yeah,
usage.
You are. Yes.
Yasmin Putri, I believe is how you pronounce her name.
Mm-hmm. That's what we'll go with today.
Yes, that's what she's called today. Just like we used to call Marco Coquetto, Marco Cicchetto. Eventually I'll meet her and she'll correct me.
Well, even Anna's Joe, I still call Anna Zal.
Yeah. Well, I think most people call her Zal. I just call her Joe because if she said her name and how to pronounce it, she may just be screwing with me.
She could be funning with you.
Yeah. I mean, it's entirely possible. I'm pretty gullible at times. Someone tells me something, I'll believe it until I find out it's wrong, and then I'll never trust them again. I mean, you better not be screwing with me. So anyways, back to Yasmin Putri and her amazing cover. She is the only one that did every Robin.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming it's just more of she has the last cover, the 2010s, so it's more of a celebration of all of them because the other covers are only Robins that were prominent in that decade. So it's like the 80s one is just a Carrie Kelly cover. Mm-hmm. The 50s is. See, the 50s should have been the 60s one because it looks like Burt Ward. And then like the 60s is a Dustin Nguyen that should have been a 70s because it's really trippy and like flowy. I mean, it doesn't look like. I mean, the character looks like a standard Dustin Nguyen, but the background doesn't. So it's
I had them pulled up earlier and I closed it. So I was going to show them off too, just so we could talk about them. But be all right.
Yeah. And Carrie Andrews did the 70s. But yeah, so it's
that's another artist that's been. I mean, he's been going at it for some time, and you watched his art style change over the years.
Very much. Yeah, because was it the Immortal Iron Fist? I think it was, or something like that. It's where I'd first kind of really got on with him to where it was like a 12-issue Iron Fist series he did where he wrote and drew it, and
he did some of the Messiah War back in 2010-ish, 11, somewhere in there.
So I was off Marvel at that time.
Yeah. So I mean, he was he was doing that, and it was it was very unrefined, I guess.
Well, that's the Iron Fist. It took me 2 to 3 issues to really get into the art to be like, okay, because it didn't look Iron Fisty at all. It was very scratchy and kind of Frank Miller-esque, I guess you could say, or something like that.
But now you look at this stuff and it's who are you and what happened to Carrie Andrews?
Yeah, like he does the Batman Beyond V covers right now, and I mean, killing it, just killing it.
I remember like he did a Superman was the first one where I saw, and I was just like, or maybe it was an action. It was an action of Superman. It was the first one I saw that I'm just like, wow. And then he did those connecting for Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor.
Maybe.
I think it was the 3, and those were incredible. Like it didn't look like he did it. At least for the Carrie Andrews that we knew. So I mean, that dude's really stepped up his game as far as the quality that he wants to produce. And I'm a fan.
Now, I don't know if I'm going to break anything here or if this was private, but speaking of like people that do awesome connecting covers, Mark Brooks.
Yes.
So you were looking at some stuff. I don't know if that was public posting that he
Yeah,
did?
it was public.
Okay.
Yeah.
So check out Mark Brooks' Facebook page.
Yeah, it's just personal. I don't know, if you can see it or not.
Okay.
Or I don't know how public he is with this stuff.
I don't want to spoil that then if it's
No. I mean, if it's he. I know he's public, and I know that surely it's some people can see it, but he said he wanted to show it off before he cluttered it again because I think he called himself he's not a tidy chap, I think is what he said.
cousin to you? Is what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
When you look at my desk and Greg's desk, I've got Red Bull can here, some of my Convac is here, some slabs I need to set off a reed holder, an empty Starbucks can here, water bottle with some water. I don't know if that's mine even. I've still got my lunch container here. Let me throw that right there. I've got some gum. We got a plastic bag from way earlier. Let's see, what else do we have? A couple of charging cords for my phone, and my sunglasses, and the squeezy.
Thank you, Anna. He plays with that every day.
I do. I play with the eggplant every day.
I've got 2 comics, Dragon Ball Z figures, one of Cory's waters, and glass cleaner.
That's not one of mine. Are you sure it's mine?
Yeah, it's not mine.
That ain't mine.
You drink the Coors all the time.
Yeah, but I don't leave it on your desk.
And you leave stuff.
I leave it over there. I don't leave it there.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I'm.
It's all right.
Yeah, no. Someday I'll stop, but I don't think it's gonna be today.
Oh, I forget he can. Damn it, he can see me when I do that. I'm like, Cory, look that way for a second. Oh yeah.
So I don't believe. Like, one thing I do want to say is, as far as everybody, with DC and these larger books, we had to take that we ran into some serious issues with like the spine, the color burn spine.
Yeah, that one was bad. I didn't see too many of that on Wonder Woman. Like there were a few where the color burn dots were there, but it was mainly just. I mean, I only really touched the trade dress on this one. Bindery tears were the, and then that staining on the.
Yeah, it was weird. It's a strange printer thing.
Yeah, Anthony said he thinks there is when it was running out of ink and stuff like that, but it just could. You would get runs of like 10 to 20 like that in a box.
Well, it's also almost like it was an oil or something. It wouldn't take the heat properly, too, though.
But for all that, we still had pretty damages weren't too bad.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. It's probably one of our least damaged.
I think that
outside of the Vampirellas.
Yeah, the Vampirellas were all pretty well pristine, except for a couple of them, and so that was awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think we did. We had a pretty good run there, and we got the shop almost cleaned up again. Comparatively, we got.
Well, I mean, for having as many people as we did the past few days, like it's stayed very clean, so it's been nice.
Well,
if we can do that with that many people here, we can do it with
just me. Honestly, I am so not tidy when it comes to things because I put stuff down wherever I might be standing. Like now, I've still got the drill bit over there. I've got some screws sitting on there because I'm trying to fasten Greg a drawer, which I broke the drawer glide as I was installing it, so that didn't work out.
You got a water bottle that's like 11/12 of the way drank
Drunk
with some blue squeeze stuff.
Yeah. I've still got some of my personal books here that I can take home. I think it's about it. That's mine. Yeah. Like personal mine. Needs to go home mine. Yeah. There's not a whole lot. But, well, all right, Mr. Hunker. So Fridays also is something, we normally, the guys will all go out to eat, go to, I don't know where we'll go, but we go places, usually to sushi or some kind of Asian cuisine. That's not happening tonight, I don't believe.
8 o'clock.
Oh, is it happening at 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Same place? Same bad time?
Uh, I would assume so.
Okay, so we're gonna hurry and get through this because I want to go eat some sushi because it's my favorite. Um, that's
Seen
the wrong. If we're eating at the normal place, I'm eating raw.
nothing big coming out next week. That looks good.
Nothing big.
At least big too, but nothing that was like, oh, well.
You mean on our invoice or?
No, I was just looking at General Diamond site.
No. On our invoice, I looked some for me, anyways. Let me pull this back up here.
Delays are starting to become like a bigger thing again. Like for a while, the company's really made an effort to not have delays, and outside of, I mean, Doomsday Clock and some of the bigger events, but like they announced today, like Legion 4 got pushed back a week. The Superman Heroes one shot where all the heroes react to him revealing that he's Clark Kent got pushed back 3 weeks. New Mutants number 6 and some other Marvel title got pushed back 2 weeks. They're starting to see a lot more of that again. Like that, at least DC really made an effort, and that's one of the things Dan Didio always pushed. During the New 52 and the beginning of Rebirth was them being on.
Okay, so you got Detective Comics annual coming out this week.
Oh yeah, that's the one that deals with Alfred.
No.
Yeah.
Of course, I have you also have Justice League 39.
So there's some big.
Maybe that's D. I don't know. No, you were D.
I'm getting it over at the comic shop. D is that.
Let's see. Next week I have Fallen Angels number 6, New Mutants number 6, and X-Force number 6.
Heck yeah. A lot of number 6s.
So Cable has pretty much ran 2 of those teams and is a part of another team there. So it's a Cable heavy week, my friend. Cory happy. Cory's very happy. I can't wait. I've thoroughly enjoyed the whole Cable thing. I'm still not 100% sold on the Kid Cable, but I do appreciate why he's there. So for those of you that don't know, it's New York. I was talking with Ed Reason about why did you kill my Cable, sir? Because I was ready to just go pounding my head with a couple of trade paperbacks.
I would have saved.
Probably. So I sat down and I talked with him. Like, hey, why Cable? What's going on with that? His answer was really, that, back in the 90s, there was the Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix and the Ascani stuff. So after the Ascani stuff, there is a 10-year gap between then and the current known continuity of Cable. When he appeared again. So there's a 10-year gap in his existence in the Marvel universe. So that's the story that Ed wanted to tell. That's why he's here now. And so I was pretty excited for that. First, I was upset because, this little pipsqueak killed my favorite character.
Yeah, but at least Cable killed Cable.
Yeah. So does that mean Cable was more of a badass because younger and he's just nerfed now and just more soft?
Do you
want
that to be it?
If that's the case, as badass as Cable is, the old Cable, what now?
You get rid of all your old Cable stuff and just start collecting Kid Cable stuff?
I might feel a little creepy collecting a bunch of children, collecting something. I don't know. I think I have an issue with that. Is it creepier to collect a child than it is to collect an old man?
Yeah.
Well, he's not a child. I guess he's probably, adolescent, maybe in his 20s, early teens, late teens.
The kid looks like he's old, but it's on issues. I don't read that stuff.
So, yeah, I suppose. I think that's going to be just about it tonight. We're going to run it a little short because, it was a slow week for comics for us and slow news week altogether, I believe. I haven't seen.
Yeah, previews will come out next week, so that'll be cool.
We'll have a lot to talk about, a lot of exciting stuff. I know the previews hit online, but we like to hold stuff in our hands.
Oh, I look at the DC previews like the day they hit online, and I'm like, yes. And I usually have a lot of good stuff in it these days.
Oh, one thing. Right now, our collectibles.com, you can go there. There are several products, new products, that were featured in the email this morning. And if you are not a subscriber, you should be, because you get early access to certain things. Anyways, back to the point. Derek's Robin is up for sale now in COA, CGC Blue, CGC Yellow, and Standard Sign editions. And Stanley's Spider Woman.
Good cover.
Yeah, that one's up. So, and what do we got? The metal COA. We got the yellow, blue, and that's it for Stan. Because we get lots of yellow and blue logos.
Yeah.
That one. We didn't get anything from Kungo or Ichiguri this week, did we?
No, I added earlier, and there's nothing like no late
Additions.
Well, yeah, as far as the covers being not released yet.
Yeah. One thing we talked about too, next week we'll get the Ichiguri cover because of the I guess printer issues.
Yeah.
Something weird happened with that. So we'll have that to show off next week. Anyways, well, that's going to be it for us today, guys. Hope you guys had a great week of comics. I know we did. That is for certain. Mostly just good books. We also achieved goals that we never achieved before here at the company. The company being our German Collectibles, not the Creators Corner. We achieve goals here we've never done all the time at Creators Corner because we haven't done it. So, anyways, guys, we'll talk to you on Monday where we will have John Boy Myers live on the show. Greg will be here to help talk with him at that time because we're not going to do the show sans Greg Hopkins again. All right, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next time.